grade, the next year, yay! Now ninth grade comes along. I was growing up in Texas. I was a patriotic kid, but I didn't want to look like Uncle Sam. You know, apparently I wanted to look like a 4th of July picnic table cover, so there's that. Why is that funny? Well, the rest of my life I'm going to be talking with my mouth shut, so what's the point? So here I was in junior high. I had about 15 minutes in my act. I wanted more. I needed to add more on time on stage. So I thought, I'll put some more variety in it. I'll put some music in. Yeah, I'll play something cool like the rock and roll guitar. No, something cooler. I'll play the trombone. I'm going to let this photo soak in just for a minute. Let's talk about fashion, shall we? How did my mother even let me out of the house? And this was not an accident on some Saturday morning when I threw on the wrong clothes in the dark. This was an outfit I wore to school regularly. I get it. I should have gotten beaten up on the playground every single day. Look, I must have gone to the store and said, do you have any pants that don't even go with themselves? Certainly do compliment my forest green socks and my pearl Converse. Or to match the ugly-ass carpet that my mother picked out. The saddest thing, Monty on the couch listening to me practice. All right, well, you know, parents can be supportive of a child's endeavors, but every once in a while the parents have to step in and say, you know, we enjoy your little hobby, but enough is enough. But apparently my parents did not do this, as is evidenced by this next photo. I honestly do not remember how I talked them into this. All I know is that we went to the professional portrait studio, and this was the professional family portrait that hung this big in our living room for years. No Photoshop, that's all completely legit. You know what I love about this picture? It's the fact that my parents are all in. There's no hint that there's anything wrong here. My dad's like, this is my family, isn't it? My sons are going to college. Now, people who saw this in the special, they said, okay, obviously what happened was you went in for the family pictures, and then, you know, as a joke for the last photo, you pulled out the dummy. No, you know, when you go to these places, they want to make sure they get it right. They put you in different settings just to make sure that there's some picture that you'll purchase. That was only the first setting. Here's the second setting. There's the third setting. Then we had to go to the library. It's about now that people go, it was his parents. That's what the problem was. What was wrong with his parents? There's nothing wrong with my parents. They were getting ready for a party one night. At least I think it was a party. I was sent to bed early that night. Oh, you're a sick crowd. I like you. That was one of my barometer jokes. We're going to get along just fine. Well, people have asked me since, they go, okay, your parents were kind of wacky back then, so as they got older, they kind of straightened out, right? No, nothing has really changed. They're now in their 80s, and they're living in one of those assisted living places for older folks, and not long ago, there was a costume party, and my father decided what they should go as, and they did. They went as Juan the gardener and his garden. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not too far off of how my mother normally dresses anyway, so. Now, I think most of us can go back to childhood photos, you know, like a book out of, you know, a photo album.